This has been coming through a lot lately. And when it comes through a lot like this, I always feel like it's not just me. It's definitely others that I'm picking up on. I don't even know how to say it all. I mean, basically, I feel like I was holding on to an old paradigm still, like things that I didn't even realize. I don't even know how to verbalize it all. It was even the idea of like desiring a man. Not that that's bad or anything. It's not that. It's like, it's just not, it's not that it's not of interest to me, but I guess it's like not a priority or not a top priority or not, oh God, I don't even know how to describe this. Feeling, energy, understanding, but it also coincided with, I don't know, it's like, it was like repeating something that I didn't even believe anymore or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, man, it's hard to verbalize. It's like, talking to my guides and talking to we were talking about things, and then I would say, I'd want X, Y, or Z. And then hidden behind that was implied the only way to get that was through MN and O. And it really just gave this feeling of waiting or looking outside oneself, or it was just like a misalignment or misunderstanding or something along these lines. And then at one point we did talk about a man or a husband or something like this. And I was like, really? I just want peace in my life. And I want that stability, and I'd like some fulfilling purpose, right? Like a satisfying job, like something to focus on that I find is useful and beneficial to myself and to others, right? Like that's really what's going to bring me the peace I seek, is having that full circle of flow of sustainability singularly and wholly, and in a way that feels good and right. And it does not involve a man in the equation, right? Like that is the idea of like, it's like a perk on the side kind of thing. Forgive this kind of language, but it is the feeling and the energy. And it's like at the end of the day, what's going to satisfy me is that, right? Not being dependent on anyone or anything outside of me. That's the peace that I seek. Because with that peace, then I can decide from there and enjoy other things that don't take away from my stability. They add to it. And I'm not dependent on them. They can come and go. That doesn't change who I am. Right? I don't identify with them or as them or dependent on them. I think that's the best I can offer right now. But what was also funny and interesting is they had taken me to a clip of a beautiful woman we all know. I won't name her right now, but saying something very similar. Something like, at the end of the day, I think she said, we all think it's a man or something like this. But she said, no, I want a fulfilling career or something like that. However it was stated, I thought, yeah, that kind of is a bit of a sum up of what has been coming through. And again, it's like, I don't want that to be misunderstood or misconstrued, because it's like, I don't want people, I think there are a lot of good men left that are protectors, that are true and pure of heart, that have good intentions, that are capable of being men, that are capable of providing and protecting, that are capable of not, of indulging in their shadow side and indulging in others that would harm the ones they're trying to protect. Like, I think they're still out there. And so it's like, I don't want to give that impression of, It's like it's not disregarding men. It's not that. And it's not disregarding love. It's not that. It's that, unfortunately, we have seen and heard and felt and known and been exposed to so much darkness. That was the other thing that's coming through, but I really feel like that needs a whole nother post. But that affects everybody's mental health, and people's minds can be really fragile. They can be strong. Either case, seeds can get in there. Oh, that's interesting. They're showing it like this. Seeds can get in there and really affect the machine of the mind. And even if it's a strong mind, they're showing that imagery. I don't know if you recall of how there was something stuck in my garbage disposal, but it was the tiniest little metal nail you've ever seen in your life. And it was likely clinging to the other metal. That's why nobody could find it or figure it out. And then one day it just popped out. And so, our minds can really be infected by all the crap we're exposed to, and it can do real damage to one's psyche. And that affects everything, literally everything. How you're perceiving it, how you're seeing it, how you're understanding it, how you're integrating it can affect your emotional, physical, spiritual, everything. Really, it can really harm you or help you, harm you or heal you. And so I just think that there are many of us, and maybe men too, I'm not saying men probably have the same idea too. Like, you know what? I'd like to just be sovereign and independent and at peace within me and complete and whole. And if love comes along, after that is accomplished, good, great, indifferent. It's like no longer dependent on it at all, which again, it can sound, I don't know if I'm verbalizing it the way it's feeling or coming through or how it's shown, in that I don't mean it. It's not negative. It's actually very positive, and I think it's very healthy. Although it can sound harsher than it's intended. In other words, I think it's actually really healthy for all of us to be as healed and as whole and as healthy as one can be, as sovereign and independent and complete as one can be, before engaging with love. Because it is a slippery slope for some of us. It's like, I'm not looking to lose myself again, or all that I've, forgive me, it's like gained independently, because it was a struggle to get back to who I was. It's a struggle to stay aligned. It's a struggle at times to keep that alignment. And so to invite somebody in who could risk, unstabilizing all that, no, thank you. Right? It's like, I'd rather just be stronger footing, I suppose, and more aligned and more, and so that I can choose for them to come or go without me having that feeling of risk. But as I'm saying that, one, isn't that a shame that we've all gotten to that point? We've been so exposed to such crap, because it adds fear and fright is what I'm suggesting. And that's a terrible feeling, and that's no way to live. But it's also, it's kind of like, who's worth the risk, right? It's like, it's no longer worth it, right? It's, I guess it's the idea of being more discerning and more picky, and who cares if people are like, you're too picky? Because it's like, well, yeah, maybe I am. Because the truth is, I haven't met anybody who's worth taking the risk of it possibly failing. In other words, we want to jump into the unknown, but not willy-nilly with any fucking moron on the street. And again, depending on how hard it's been for you to get back to yourself, to reunite and connect and stay aligned and feel at peace, or the best you can anyway, it is a matter of who's worth risking that shakiness. I mean, fuck. I don't know that there's any human that would be worth it, right? Like, they sure would fucking have to bring a lot to the table. They'd have to bring, peace and calm and their own stability and sanity and health. I mean, it's like you have to have somebody else who understands all that and works on that to your same degree, which I guess we could say is the same vibrational match. We could simplify all that down. Anyway, there's that. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.